These are the people in the neighborhood. The YouTube tabletop role-playing game neighborhood. They're the people that we meet when we try and do something neat. These are the people in the YouTube tabletop role-playing game neighborhood. The song still doesn't work. It's Saturday, my friends. It is I, the OGGM, coming to you live from Site B. It's 8 o'clock in the morning on the dot, the 13th day of July, 2024. The weather outside is frightful. It's just, I don't know what's going on. June gloom usually doesn't last this long into July. By now, we should be getting the super hot, muggy weather. But yeah, and I'm pretty sure I woke up to the sound of thunder this morning. So I don't know. Anyways, my sinuses in my head absolutely hate it. So if I sound like I have a cold, that's why. Anyways, it's Saturday. On Saturday, we try and do something nice. We try and do something fun. We try and do something different. We do what's known as a channel raid. We go around the YouTube environment and try and find fellow members of the tabletop role-playing game YouTube community and give them a shout out, give them a raid, bring them a little attention. Just, say, hey, how are you? I really appreciate what you're doing out there. It's really nice to see other people doing what we're doing. Maybe I like your stuff. Maybe I don't like your stuff. It doesn't matter. You seem like a generally cool person, and I appreciate it. So we do this every week. We've been doing this for a while. I know there's other people that do the same thing, but they tend to be a little bit more negative. Some more negative than others, but still, So I thought it'd be fun to do positive. And as you know, this is not an original idea in any way, shape, or form. I got this idea from VTubers, VSojo, Iron Mouse, Henya, Mayoshi Hakura, those people. And I think it's a really cool idea. So we've got a plethora of new people to take a look at. Some of these I knew about. Some of these I'm just discovering. Some of these are people I've spoken to. Some of them are brand new. Anyways, let's check them out. And first and foremost, we have Mastering Dungeons, who have, I guess, been doing this for a while because they've got 2.26K subscriber. They've got 170 videos. They are veteran game designers Tios Abria and Sean Merwin. They do a lot of Wizards of the Coast, Hasbro, D&D stuff. Look at this. Greyhawk, D&D, Dragonheart, Daggerheart. Yeah, the stuff, the same stuff that we're all doing. There are a lot of people out there who just do the D20 fantasy, let's poke fun at Wizards of the Coast or praise Wizards of the Coast. I'm starting to think that some of the other companies aren't getting enough attention because we focus so much on Wizards of the Coast. Bad or good, at least Wizards of the Coast has managed to dominate the tabletop role-playing game media of 2023, 2024. And maybe it's time for that to change. I mean, as I'm looking at these videos, I'm looking at all the videos of all the people that I'm looking at today, and they're all D&D. And I'm like, maybe this is all part of Wizards of the Coast's plan. They don't really have to advertise. All they have to do is get us to talk about them every day. Hundreds of us talking about them every day, and they win. So yeah, I think one of my goals for after my birthday will, as I've been talking about anyways, maybe less Wizards of the Coast and more other companies. Which will be hard because, that's what we talk about. Anyways, this is Teos Abrea and Sean Marin. They are both veteran game designers. Teos' name sounds familiar. I don't know with what, but anyways. They're pretty professional. They broke the Kyle Brink story along with the Dungeon Dweller. They seem to have the most information regarding the Kyle Brink story as it stands today, which is almost none. But the general belief is he is gone from Wizards of the Coast, or he simply has been moved to a different part of Wizards of the Coast, or I don't know, but he's not whatever he was And I don't know if he's still listed. I've reached out, but they haven't responded yet. Anyways, let's give these guys a like, share, and subscribe, and maybe we'll talk to them in the future. This is Mastering Dungeons. Check them out. And thanks for chiming in the other day and helping me understand a little bit more about what was going on with the whole Kyle Brink thing, or as much as anybody understands with what's going on with the Kyle Brink thing. Next up, we have an old friend who I thought I'd shouted out before, but if I haven't, I'm shouting him out now. And if I have, I'm shouting him out again. And it's the Dungeon Delver. He's got 6.18K subs. He's made 1K videos. I don't know if he really needs the attention, but we'll give it to him. And maybe he'll give us some attention. Anyway, he is awesome. He makes a lot of stuff about old school, a lot of stuff about other games, a lot of Wizards of the Coast stuff, a lot of old Wizards of the Coast stuff. He is old school. He has actually had encounters with Gygax. He has actually spoken to Gygax and other people. So he when somebody says they're old school, he is really old school. He is definitely somebody to be respected. He has put in the work, as we say, and he's definitely worth listening to. Semi-decent sense of humor. He's cool with the new kids. He's spoken with our friend Harmony Ginger and T-shirt, but he's also cool with the old kids. He's friends with Jim. He was friends with Jim Ward. He knows about the history. So definitely, if you want a full gamut, sometimes the big words bubble up to the top of my head, and I think I'm going to be like, oh yeah, I'm going to say something really, really cool. We'll be using a big word. And then the big word comes out and I'm like, that's totally not what it meant because I'm not as smart as I think I am. But yeah, he runs the whole gamut. So if I've given him out a shout out before, here's another one because, he's cool. And if I haven't given him a shout out before, let's give him a shout out right now. If you haven't checked him out yet, check him out. And with 6.18K subscribers, he's obviously doing something right besides just editing better than I do. Maybe some of those subscribers will be like, hey, that OGGM guy is pretty cool. I should check him out. You never know. I mean, it's my goals are not that big. 2001 has always been the goal. So, if I hit 2001 subs, I will be happy. Anyways, that's the Dungeon Delver. We have 2 new members to join us. At least I think they're both relatively new. We have Stephanie, and Stephanie plays games. She has got 1.21K subscribers and 15 videos. So, man, she's been knocking it out of the park if she's already hit that number and only 15 videos. She does tabletop role-playing game advice. She's got the editing game going down. She looks like she knows what she's talking about. She's a fan of Jeannie D. So, look at this. That fucking sounds like thunder. Unless there's a whatchamacallit launching today. All right, so yeah, she's on Instagram. She does cosplay. She does gaming. So, it's nice to see women, girls, those who identify as female, of any age group, shouting out how proud they are to be a gaming geek, especially younger women. She looks like she's younger than me, which isn't saying a lot since I'm 58. I mean, so yeah, congratulations on hitting 1.22K subscribers, 15 videos. Obviously, she either knows what she's talking about or whatever, but she seems cool. And it's nice to see more new people coming to the hobby and bringing fun and joy and goofiness to the hobby. And if she's following the Jeannie D formula, more power to her, more power to her. So let's give her a like, share, and subscribe. And if you want to check her out, go ahead. And then we have another new one. Don't know a lot about him. This is Scott Sutifer Mike. SCUTIFER Mike. He's got 922 subscribers, 56K videos. He is an OSR guy. I don't know if you're old enough to be an OSR guy, dude. But I guess he does a lot of, somebody said he's a member of the BroSR. Looks like he's got the goofiness going on, so I appreciate that. He's done a video about Bronstein. He's done some video about timekeeping. He's done a bit of video about 9 days ago. He did a video about our good friend Basic Expert's White Box Solo. So, hey, White Box from our good friend, the Basic Expert. Yeah. Talk about old school. Can't get more old school than this. You know, he wrote a game based upon the original 3 plus chainmail. He does 5e. He does a lot of different things. He does characters, it looks like. He does reviews. Looks like he knows what he's talking about in both old school and new school. So cool. Looks like he's a cool guy. I don't know. And he's got glasses. He looks like he's got a good sense of humor. And he's kind of goofy. So let's give him a subscribe. Check him out. Let's help him hit 1,000. Hi, Mike. And plus he's a fellow Mike. So, you know, I gotta support a fellow Mike, right? Us Mikes gotta stick together. Okay. So there we go. Greetings to the great old one. Greetings to Cal. Bill worked with Gary. I don't know. I can't keep track of who did and didn't know Gary anymore. It's like, you want to talk to me about the people I've actually met? Sure. But Gygax, what do I know? I've never met the guy, never saw the guy. I only know second string stories about the guy. So whatever. Want to talk about the 2 times I went to Dodger games with Stan Lee? That we can talk about. All right, time for our VTuber of the day. As you know, I borrowed this idea from Twitch streamers, specifically Twitch streamers who are VTubers. Love them or hate them, they are there and they are amazing, and they are taking over the digital universe. And I enjoy them. There are a few who I find absolutely, atrocious, but that goes for anything else. There are a few that I like. I don't want to follow you just because. A lot of them I'm like, wow, this person is cool. This is the kind of person I'd like to be friends with. They seem like they're a generally cool person. Doesn't matter that, oh, you just like them because they're girls and they got big boobies. It was like, no, I like them because they're cool and they're funny. Anyways, it's a Juniper. Juniper, I just discovered, I think, last week. She was hanging out with MataraCon, talking about fun things. She is an insect VTuber. She has got 82.4K subscribers, 349 videos, so she obviously knows what she's doing. She's an indie VTuber, which means she doesn't work for any of the major companies, though she'll probably end up working for VSojo since she's made friends with the VSojos. She does games, she does art, she does music, she does just chatting. I've listened to her a couple times. She seems relatively smart, knows what she's doing, well-spoken, funny. So yeah, is she my favorite? No, but she was definitely cool. So let's, give her a like, share, and subscribe, and give her a shout out if you're interested in finding about the world of virtual avatars like myself or Juniper or Iron Mouse. Check them out. And if that's not your kind of thing, then that's fine too. Anyways, that's this week's like, shares, and subscribes. This is something you want to check out. I put links to all the people I mentioned down below. If you have a channel, I did made Mint a couple weeks ago. When I first saw her doing her podcast with MataraCon, is in my top 5. She's just wonderful. And it's not because she has big boobies. though I hear she has big boobies. It's just because she's wonderful. And then Mint came on, and then I saw Mint and Henya do the meetup, and Mint got so excited. Apparently she threw up, and I was just like, oh, it's amazing how many people love our little kettle. So yeah, I love VTubing. Maybe that makes me a stan or whatever, but I am 80% of them are like, hey, wow, I really appreciate this person. I really appreciate what they're doing. I like listening to them. You know, they're the kind of person I wish I could hang out with. You know, they're not afraid to be stupid and make fun of themselves. They're not afraid to be honest about, you know, what's going on in their lives. And that's cool. So yeah, thanks for Urban Verse. I am aware of Mint. I shouted her out a few weeks ago. She seems pretty cool. Anyways, again, if these are anybody you want to check out, links down below. If you've got a channel you want me to check out on Saturday that I haven't done yet, or if I haven't visited in a while, send me the link and we'll do it next Saturday. Until then, please like, please share, please subscribe, please check out our friends out there. Please have a great day. Stay safe. Yeah, it's either thunder or they're doing stuff over with the spaceship thingies, because I do live within hearing range of where they launch the X stuff, you know. Sometimes if you're lucky, you can see them launch, but it has to be like a clear night and you have to be like on the beach. And then if you're really lucky, you can see them launch from Vandenberg. But most of the time we can hear them. So yeah, we get a lot of sonic booms out of nowhere. RKO out of nowhere. Till next time, have a great Saturday. See ya.